Construction of this castle was began by the MacQuinlans, a family that, 2 centuries earlier, had come from either Scotland or Wales to Ulster, perhaps part of an Anglo-Norman expansion to act as mercenaries here. They began construction in 1490, just after they came to rule in the Root, a medieval territory between the River Bann and the River Bush, and stretched southwards to Clogher. On this crag, they built a wall to create an inner ward with 2 round angle towers, unusual for this period. But by the late 1550s, the MacQuinlans were ousted by a Scottish clan, the MacDonalds, led by Swordy Boy, also known as Swordy Boy the Fair-Haired, and who had already established their control over the glens of Antrim. It was under the MacDonalds that Dunluce achieved much of its prominence, with much of what can be seen here today coming from them.
Well, the 2 round towers, most likely from the MacQuinlans, the gatehouse, that has been renamed the Buttery, as well as the loggia, were built in the late 1580s, when Swordy Boy and the English came to terms.
All the other buildings date from the early 17th century, when Swordy Boy's son and then grandson, who were both called Randall, were in charge. Swordy Boy himself retrieved a number of cannons from the wrecks, which he then put atop the castle. They tried to turn the castle into an appropriate house for a noble family, with a large estate, and thus built a range of domestic buildings within and without the castle bounds itself. As Catholics, the MacDonalds were involved in the 1641 rebellion and the subsequent civil war, which resulted in the MacDonalds having to leave Dunluce with the village burnt. In the 1620s, it was said that the village had 40 houses and other buildings here, such as a courthouse and jail, a smithy, a mill, a church, as well as a complex of gardens with terraces, raised beds, and other similar features that was constructed near the castle and village.
Shortly after, the lands around Dunluce were divided among the Cromwellian planters, who then started to dismantle the castle to reuse the materials. This meant that by the time Charles II gave the Earl back his lands in the 1660s, the site was in more or less the same state as can be seen here today.